Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. In this podcast, I delve into my subconscious and invite ChatGPT to analyze and interpret my dreams. This dream comes from January 11th, 2025. There was some fires or some natural disaster that was happening with a couple of different couples, one Asian, that I offered to give back a ride to their car because their vehicle was miles away. I was wet vacuuming some upholstery and was taking forever to clean. The disaster was getting closer. I saw some hot spring geyser in the distance, and some of the fires had to leave. I didn't see the rush, but everyone else was panicking. Eventually, I started to leave, and the couple had to run back to the hills for a jacket or sweaters, almost lost them. But they came back. I was taking another couple about talking about different cars and vehicles they owned in the past. One of the guys was talking about how he wanted to buy an old Porsche from his old neighborhood he was from. And I was talking about my old 356 Porsche, and I was upset that I had to get rid of it, but it was just going to get destroyed in Hawaii. I was driving Jay's van into safety for everyone, and this natural disaster was coming closer. You could hear the bullhorn alerts in the fields and the mountains. A lot of evacuations, and some kind of bar or restaurant was flooded. I was trying to wet vacuum everything. I looked back, and all the water had disappeared, and it was dry dust. I eventually thought it was time to leave. This dream revolves around natural disasters, responsibility, nostalgia, and delayed urgency. Natural disaster approaching. Fires, hot springs, and evacuations. These symbols, chaos, transformations, and impending change. Fires often represent destructive but also renewal. You weren't in a rush while others panicked, suggests that you feel the immediate urgency about a situation in your waking life, but others around you do. This could also mean that you're more composed under pressure or possibly underestimating the seriousness of something. Interpretation. You might be experiencing a situation where change is coming and others feel alarmed than you. However, at this point, you realize you also need to act. Offering a ride and almost losing the couple. Offering a ride to the Asian couple reflects your helpful nature and responsibility to others. They've run back for jackets and almost left behind. This might represent people in your life that hesitate or delay decisions, and you worry about missing opportunities. Interpretation. You may feel responsible for helping others navigate through tough situations, even when it's not fully prepared. Nostalgia and the Porsche discussion. Talking about cars and the Porsche you had to get rid of symbolizes past regrets, lost opportunities, or things you had to let go. Hawaii reference. You might feel that something valuable that you have doomed from the start, so you had no choice than to let it go. Interpretation. This could reflect a past decision you struggle with, something you loved but had to give up because it wouldn't survive in your environment. Wet vacuuming and the water turned to dust. Trying to wet vacuum upholstery symbolize trying to fix or control a messy situation that feels endless. Flooded restaurant bar turning into dry dust instantly suggest a sudden, unexpected change from chaos to emptiness. At first, you were cleaning up the mess, and then suddenly the problem was gone. Could reflect a situation in your life where you were actively trying to fix something, but then it suddenly resolved itself. Interpretation. You might be putting in effort fixing something that is either impossible to fix or resolve itself on its own. Driving Jay's van into safety and the bullhorn alerts. Driving others into safety again shows a leadership or caretaking role in a chaotic situation. Bullhorn alerts and evacuations reinforces the urgencies of change coming. Interpretation. You may feel a duty to lead people through uncertain or chaotic period in life, even when you don't feel it's panicked as they do. Overall meaning. You're in the middle of a big change or crisis, but you feel you don't have to be rushed or anxious as others do. You feel responsibility for helping others navigate difficulties, even if they hesitate or delay. You had to give up something valuable in the past because it wouldn't have survived in its environment. You may be working hard to fix a problem that could disappear on its own. There's an external pressure pushing you towards an inevitable transformation. This dream suggests you're balancing between staying calm and realizing when it's true time to act. It also highlights themes of loss, nostalgia, and responsibilities for others. If you have any intriguing dreams, please share them in the comments below. Thank you and see you in your dreams.